Eric Burgess here, and we are increasing in difficulty. We now have an equation with some distribution in decimals, and they ask us to solve it. So let's go ahead and do that. So we first need to distribute, and then from there we're going to combine our like terms. So we're going to distribute this 0.3 and this 0.5 across. So when we do that, we're going to get 0.3x, and then 3 times 2 is 6, so we're going to get positive 6, and then we have one decimal point. It's been moved one spot, so we have 0.6 minus, and then we have 0.5x, and then 5 times 2 is 10, so we have plus 10, and we have one decimal movement. And so what that means is we're going to have a decimal right here, and so that's actually going to become just 1. And then this is going to equal negative 0.2x minus 0.4. So now our next stage here, the easiest way to do things is just to combine all the stuff that's like terms, just to make it a little easier to look at. So the things with x's can be combined, and so that's going to be 0.3x and negative 0.5x, and that's going to wind up being negative 0.2x, right? Because 5 minus 3 is 2, and then we have the decimals that line up. And then we have 0.6 and 1, and 1 plus 0.6 is just 1.6. Don't forget to line up the decimals. So if I have like a 1, so when you add, you get 1.6, and that's why that's the case. I accidentally clicked my home button and everything closed on me. Okay, so we're going to have equals, and on this side we're going to have negative 0.2x minus 0.4. So now this is just like some earlier problems that we did. So we just got to get all the x's to one side and solve. So to do that, I'm going to add the 0.2x to both sides in order to move this one over that way. We have to do it to both to maintain equality. So we add 0.2x to both sides, and so we get a plus 0.2x. So the negative and positive 0.2x combine to make 0. But look at this. On this side, we also cancel out to get 0. So we're left with the following statement. 1.6 is equal to negative 0.4. We know that such a statement is nonsense. It cannot be true. And so this is a contradiction. This is a contradiction. Contradiction. And what you would say is the only thing that makes this true is nothing. So there's nothing that makes this true. So that would be the null set. And so the way we would write this, we'd say the set of solutions is x is an element, meaning the set of solutions that would make this true for x is an element of, and then it'd be the null set. There's a really fancy way of writing it, or you could just write the null set there. This basically just says we don't have any x's that would make this true, and this is just how we would write that in fancy math notation. If you've got any questions about this, let me know. If you're a Citrus College student, feel free to stop by online tutoring. We're there to help you out, and we'll catch you in the next problem.